Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I don't take life for granted, I don't take it lightly. I understand that every day, our present day is just that, it's a present, it's a gift. Okay, it's something that we need to treasure, we need to honor, because just because you start the day doesn't mean you're going to end the day. So we're happy and we're grateful for every morning that we wake up with breath in our body because we understand that someone didn't. Okay. I'm happy and I'm grateful. I'm happy and grateful for you. I don't take the accountability for granted. I don't take it lightly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like we've been coming on for over a year. I don't even know how long it's been now, but I know it's been over a year. So I'm just happy and I'm grateful for you. Um, I don't take it for granted, y'all. I really don't. So thank you. And whoever joins and all that good stuff, words can never express my gratitude. And of course, you know, I'm here on Meal Prep Monday. All right. It's Meal Prep Monday. We're here to adjust our thoughts, get our mindset where it should be. And I have to acknowledge my new normal. Okay. So for those of you all who know what is transpiring, thank you, thank you, thank you for all your love, your prayers, your support to me and my family. I just got back from being home. Home is San Antonio for me. I got back and I'm back here in Georgia and I am starting my new normal. Okay. I'm starting my new normal. But in that, on Meal Prep Monday, what I want us to remember, because I hear everyone telling me like, you're so strong and you're strong. I'm not strong, y'all. I am not strong in and of myself, but I am submitted and I'm submitted to my yes. And I tell y'all, my thing has been for the last, I know 4 months. We've been learning to be who we are unapologetically through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. And I tell you, if that is not real to me, so if I was just saying it as a hype, trust me, it's real, okay? It's real. But I believe Jehovah God is gracing me in this season to really share with you guys, to be the best you unapologetically. No one can be the best version of you but you, okay? But we have to do it in a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride. And when life happens, when things happen that we don't understand and it kind of throws us for a loop, are we going to remember? Are we going to remember that every day is predestined? Are we going to remember that this is the journey, not the final destination? Are we going to remember that we're passing through? Are we going to remember these things? Okay. And I tell you, whew, posture of submission and humility, that thing is real to me. Okay. It's real. I'm understanding that it's not strong. I'm not strong. I can't be strong in and of Nicole, but I'm submitted to my yes. And I say that all the time, but I want to tell y'all what I mean. All right. So, what is submission? For those of y'all who taking notes, note takers are money makers. And I'm understanding that money, we think of the money, but the wealth that we possess, we're healthy, we're wealthy, we're prosperous, right? We're healthy in our body because by his stripes we were healed. We're wealthy. Wealth is not money. All right. It's not money. Wealth comes from within. It's from within us. It's our character. It's what builds. It's who God has created us to be. And that we're prosperous. Prosperity. One sign of it is money. All right. But note takers are money makers. Why is that? Because if you're taking notes, then you are building who you are. You're willing to be humble. You're willing to be a student. You're willing to learn no matter what your age is. And prosperity, we already know everything that our hands go to touch. It must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow. So that includes money. So y'all take some notes, all right? So Submit. What is submit? It's to accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. That's submission. All right. So we're learning to be who we are unapologetically, right? Through a posture of submission and humility. Now, I like the Webster dictionary. I don't know. I don't know if they're more like urban or something, but I don't know. I like to define through Webster. But Webster says that to submit is to stop trying to fight or resist something, to agree, to do, or accept something that you have been resisting or opposing. That's submit. All right. We're learning to be the best version of us unapologetically through a posture of submission and humility. So we got to understand what it is that we saying. All right. I don't want it always to be a life lesson for me to be like, oh yeah, Lord, I submit. I'm humble. Okay. So what is humility? It's the quality or state of not thinking you're better than other people. It's the quality or state of being humble. Now, y'all know the opposite of humble is proud, is pride. But we're learning to be who we are unapologetically through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. All right. So why am I talking about all this morning? Because I need for you to understand that I'm not strong, but I am submitted to my yes. I'm submitted. All right. And in submission, we say it. We're learning to be who we are unapologetically through a posture of submission to Jehovah God. That as we submit, we will walk out humility. We won't walk out pride. We'll walk out humility. We'll walk out submission. We give a wholehearted yes. I've given a yes. So I'm submitted and I'm committed to the yes that I've given. So when I don't understand in and of myself, when I'm the one that's weak, because I'm submitted to my yes, I won't grow weary in my well-doing. Okay? More this meal prep Monday. I want to get in here. All right? Because we can have faith, but we need faith and belief. All right? Belief. We got to learn how to have faith in our mind. We got to learn how to increase belief. We got to learn how to use our 5 senses. That'll increase our desire. As our desire grows, our belief will grow. All right? I'm not strong, y'all. I'm submitted to my yes. I have physically lost my rock. I ain't strong. I'm not strong. My new normal starts today. Coming back home without my dad starts today. The door was closed Saturday. All right? I got to get up. I got to keep going. I got to keep living. I'm not in the grave. All right? But one thing that I understand is I want to go to my grave empty. So in order for me to go to my grave empty, in order for you to go to your grave empty, we got to be the best version of us unapologetically through submission and humility, not arrogance and pride. I don't want to be seen as strong, but I pray by faith that you see that I'm submitted to my yes. Man. So why do I say this? Because we got to understand that if we can grasp a posture of submission and humility, when things happen that are out of our control, we won't lose control. Let me say that one more again. When things happen that is out of our control, we won't lose control. See, these morning mindset calls, that's why I tell y'all, I encourage you, when you're going through something, go back to the YouTube. They on there. I know I'm a little delayed sometimes, but I guarantee you, I'll get them all up there, all right? But it's over 100 videos at this point. We done talked. I mean, it got to be more than that because we done talked almost every day. In the beginning, 3 days a week, every week. But go back. They build. When I was going through this, or I'm going through this, this month, I don't even know how many weeks it's been. I'm going on week 3. My last 3 weeks have been a blur, just like this background. Just like this black background. I want to feel like Biggie and say it was all a dream. But you see how blurry that is and how clear I am. Listen, this is my new norm. It's just as clear as my face is today. All right? But the submission to the yes allows me not to be swayed to and fro when my emotions go back and forth. All right? So this is why I want to encourage you today. Don't let your goal be to be seen as strong, but let your goal be to have your submitted yes be seen. I'm submitted. I'm submitted to the yes. I'm submitted to the things that I say. I'm submitted to believing that this is the journey to the final destiny. I'm submitted that through this journey, tests and trials are going to come to build my character. What is character? What is character? Character is one of the attributes or features that make up and distinguish an individual. What is an attribute? It's a quality. It's a characteristic. All right? We're known by the fruit that we bear. I told y'all a year ago, I don't know about you, but I want my legacy. I want to stain people like my dad did. 77 years on this earth, walking with us naturally, but he has left an eternal, a long-lasting stain. When y'all think of Nicole D. Jones, I want to leave a stain. I want to leave a stain on you that you don't want to wash out. He left a stain. That's legacy, y'all. Well, how do we do that? You got to be the best version of you unapologetically through a posture of submission to Jehovah God that will walk out humility. It will take away arrogance. It will take away pride. It will take away self-righteousness. It'll take away that entitled spirit that we all have. It'll take away the brat in you. All y'all brats. I'm a brat. It's okay. It's okay when you're bratty for the right things. All right? It's never okay to be a brat. Let me retract that. It's all right to be spoiled. We're all spoiled. All right? We all spoiled. We don't want to be a brat. Let me correct that. We don't want to be a brat. When we fall into our bratty ways, we need to submit to the yes. How about that? But you want to leave a stain. I want to leave a stain. I want to leave a stain on y'all. I want the reason that you get on these calls with me or you take the time to hear what I say, I want it to be because you know you're going to get something that's gonna give you a little bit to chew on to keep walking past the disappointment, past your bills, past your lack, past your frustration, past your anger. You do realize that we're all human and there are no carbon copies. So I'm going to irritate you and you going to irritate me. But how long do you stay mad at me? Y'all stop being mad at each other. Stop it already. Life is short. Life is short. Okay? And just because we wake up in the morning don't mean we're going to wake up. My father didn't make it through the day. He was on his way back to me. Listen, we can't take this time for granted. So it's Meal Prep Monday. And I want to encourage you. If you're at work, don't let nobody take your mojo. Don't let nobody steal your joy. We give too much of ourselves and we put it in the wrong places. All right? We got to stop. Be the best version of you unapologetically through a posture of submission and humility. Somebody make you mad? Listen, you can't control no one but you. Told y'all better go watch Forrest Gump. Forrest is my hero, baby. I will get up and run. I will tell you in a minute. I'll give you the church finger in a minute. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I'll be on the phone. You get to getting crunk. Hold that thought. I'm going to call you right back. Why? Because I can only control me. Let's not take this time for granted. Let's be intentional. Be intentional to be the best version of you. That's why we do this. But in doing this, we got to do it through submission and humility, y'all. We cannot do it any other way. We can't do it. When I go to the grave, I want to go empty. My dad went empty. So even on the times that I feel like I want to be hurt and I want to cry, now don't get it twisted, because I'm hurt and I cry, okay? But there's so much good. I got to keep getting up. I can't stay there long. I was going to live. This is my last Monday doing this like this. The beginning of February, I will stream live. Something I've been saying I was going to do for a year. Something me and my dad talked about. Only reason I ain't do it today is it hit me this morning. I couldn't figure out how to do it correctly. So I said, this is it. It's the end of January. This is my new normal. I'm going to do what I do. I'm submitted to my yes. We never know what's going to push us to do what we need to do. But listen, I submit. I submit. I encourage you today. Remember that you can't control no one but you. So stop letting people rob you from your joy. Stop giving it to them. Okay? I have come to a point where I won't even give the enemy that much. He can't take nothing from me. I can give it to him. I slip and trip sometimes and I get off my game and I kind of let it fall and he goes and tries to pick it up, but that ninja can't take nothing from me. All right? And I'm taking this mindset and I'm not going to allow anyone to rob me from my joy, to take me from my peace. And because we're human, y'all do realize y'all can be supernatural in this natural place. Just be intentional to be. When you're intentional to be who you are unapologetically, you're intentional to be supernatural, because that is who we are, y'all. So we have the authority and the power to tread over serpents' heads, to make the enemy our footstool, to walk away from people who trying to speak death on us. We can do that. You just got to exercise your authority through a posture of submission and humility. You don't have to be arrogant and proud. You don't have to do it. And if you fall into yourself, you just make it right. Y'all, my 49th birthday, time is it? My 49th birthday, 49 years on this earth. The first time I ever yelled or raised my voice to my uncle. I felt so bad, y'all. But I couldn't. I was just like, ah! Y'all know I was working on the growling. Woo, Lord, I felt a little bit right there. But even in that, I immediately corrected myself. I corrected myself. Why? Because I love my uncle. I love my uncle. All right? I love him with my whole heart. 49 years, I never talked to my uncle like that. And I raised my voice and I told him to shut up. That wasn't right. See, I apologize to him. I don't mind apologizing again. I'll apologize. All right? And then I sat there. I was crying. Then it was a ball of emotions. I was crying about my dad. I was crying because I yelled at him. I was crying. I was mad. I want January 10th back. I was all kinds of everything. And then had the nerve to be driving, y'all. But immediately, when I felt the conviction, I told my uncle I was sorry. But let me tell y'all what blessed me. Let me tell y'all what's keeping me free, okay? Because I still feel bad. I'm talking about it Monday. This happened Friday. But when we got out the car, what my Uncle Plu said to me, he said, Coco, I know you. I know your character. I know that wasn't you. You're hurting. You're upset. He gave me a hug and he told me he understands how I feel because he went through it with my grandma. Why do I say all that? See, that's the stain. That's the posture of submission and humility. So when you fall in your flesh and in yourself, there's more of the real you that people can give you grace. They can give you the grace. Like, you know what? You just in that moment right now. It's all good. It's all good. So I encourage you today. It's Meal Prep Monday. It's 10/24 on Monday. Don't let anyone or anything take you out of your character. Be intentional to be the best you unapologetically. Okay? Don't look to be stamped as someone strong, but be intentional to be looked upon as someone submitted. Be submitted to your yes. Give a yes wholeheartedly. Yes to you. Because when you say yes, you're submitting this way. That humility will come out that way. All right? You submit to the yes. You work on you. You don't worry about who's doing what or who's not. You just keep working on you. And when stuff happen that don't understand, I don't understand that. All right, baby Jesus, by faith I believe that. But listen, if I walk this thing out long enough, that's gonna make sense to me. But I can't get caught up. Why are we not getting caught up? Because we're healthy, we're wealthy, and we're prosperous. And everything that our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things. Why do I say that? Because you're great. Because you're great. Don't get off this phone. If you got on this call this morning and somebody that agitated you, if you got on this call this morning and you was feeling lower than you were higher, by faith, I believe 25 minutes in, you don't feel that way no more. By faith, I believe that you can walk with your chin up. It don't mean that the situation changed. You change. Why? Because your mindset is different. Your perspective is different. How you love you is different. I love me. I love me more today because I could love my dad more than I love me. What? Yeah, catch that. I loved him more than me. So I let go. But I realized that was deep. And I love me. I want to love me more. I want to be the best version of me because I'm a part of him. I'm a part of my mother. I'm a part, I am me, and no one can be me but me. I encourage you, be the best version of you unapologetically. Stay submitted, stay humble. Don't walk in arrogance, don't walk in pride. And when you come out of yourself and you fall into your flesh, work on it. Because that just means it's a part of you that we need to work on. We all got to work on something. Just work on it. And keep your circle tight. Man, I'm so grateful to all of you all who are a part of my support group. Thank you. Because I ain't strong. I'm not strong. And I don't want to be. I want to stay submitted. All right. So, again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I want you to stay humble, stay focused, stay positive. All right. And be intentional to be the best version of you because no one else can do it. And you're needed. You're relevant. You're necessary. We can't do this journey without you. We can't do it without you. So I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.